You gonna go in? Yeah. I like the way this sound though. Yeah. Oh, she sang it to me. Yeah. Look, I ain't doing no complaining. I done came a long way back when me and you was hanging. I ain't doing no complaining. Back then we used the bound and paper towel to do the straining. I ain't doing no complaining. I done came a long way back when cousins was banging. I ain't doing no complaining. Even dodged the Fed case back when what's the name was saying. That money talking like it's Chris Tucker, balling like I'm in the rucker. Every morning that I wake up, here go another sucker. Call me anything but an informant or fraud. Yeah, these are God's plans, damn right, that's on God. These haters obsessed, I got a mansion in their head, damn right, yeah, and I'm living rent free. Y'all ain't learned y'all lesson, trying to block my blessing. Just imagine me stressing in this Bentley. I ain't doing no complaining. I done came a long way back when me and you was hanging. I ain't doing no complaining. Back then we used the bound and paper towel to do the straining. I ain't doing no complaining. I done came a long way back when cousin was banging. I ain't doing no complaining. Even dodged the Fed case back when what's the name was saying. Every time I turn around, yeah, these haters talking down. Lost souls talking circles, yeah, these clowns talking round. First I got it out the mud, then I grew it out the ground. If we talking about integrity, it's nowhere to be found. Yeah. These haters obsessed, I got a mansion in their head, damn right, yeah. And I'm living rent free. Y'all ain't learned y'all lesson, trying to block my blessing. Just imagine me stressing in this Bentley. I ain't doing no complaining. I done came a long way back when me and you was hanging. I ain't doing no complaining. Back then we used the bound and paper towel to do the straining. I ain't doing no complaining. I done came a long way back when cousin was banging. I ain't doing no complaining. Even dodged the Fed case back when what's the name was saying. I ain't doing no complaining. I done came a long way back when me and you was hanging. I ain't doing no complaining. Back then we used the bound and paper towel to do the straining. I ain't doing no complaining. I done came a long way back when cousin was banging. I ain't doing no complaining. Even dodged the Fed case back when what's the name was saying.
Listen here, don't get me amped up. We done got us a super sticker. Yeah. Listen here, I gotta do it for you, baby. I gotta do it for you. March the 29th, 2025. The current time is 2:02 p.m. Guess what? I got the people's favorite. We got the fan favorite up here, Miss Dovey. But first and foremost, we want to shout out to Love Stone Gold for sending us the $4.99 and also sending us the $4.99 to hit our goal today. So we're going to have Miss Whitney Houston say thank you to her, and then we'll get into our show. Let's go.
Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in.
All right, Miss Dovey, Miss Dovey, Miss Dovey, how are you doing, beautiful? You on mute, baby.
Hey, Queen Tulsa, how you doing?
I'm well. Listen here. Let the people know who you are, what sector you're coming from, and if they want to bless your cash out, let them know what it is.
Oh, okay. I'm from the B sector, Dover Milton 3 and Dover Milton 2. Please subscribe to Dover Milton 3. I'm on my way to 1,000. And my cash app is on the screen. Where? It's somewhere on the screen, right? All right. It's what I want to do. It's D Milton 04. Thank you.
All right. So this is Miss Dovey. She is definitely a part of our tribe, and she is very heavy in the beef sector. Very funny lady, Miss Dovey. So we're here
Yeah.
to talk about the Jdnn SCX machine. We're gonna talk
Oh
about the drink challenge. Did you watch the drink challenge yesterday?
no, the drink challenge. No, no, I didn't.
Oh no. Well,
No,
that's
I didn't
okay.
watch it.
That's okay if you didn't watch it. I'm gonna fill you in on what went on, how it happened, and child. We're gonna talk about Jay Dunn. She has this X machine. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Adult machine. And
Yeah.
so, she
Thanks,
claims,
Jen.
she claims
You
to
okay?
be.
Go ahead, buddy. Look at your TV. I'm just on here. Hang on. You sure? Wait, hold on a second.
Okay, we got
My
company.
my
Oh, Mr. James.
my partner just came in just to say hello to me.
Oh, hey, Mr. James. He's welcome to sit in. It's okay.
Oh no, I got to go in the room because I got to charge it.
Oh, okay, okay.
I have to charge it. The charger's in the room. These just ain't good, ain't working. All right, give me. Okay, I'm gonna move in the room.
Okay,
No,
you take your time, Miss Dolphy.
James, okay, he all right. Still trying to find something to charge up his phone. Wait a minute, Queen Tossa, because I'm on 4.6%. I'm trying to find the thing. Then I can go basically in the room while it's charging, because that's the only thing that can make it charge is in the room. Make
Yes.
this thing change. Look at this stuff. Okay, wait a minute, Queen Tossa. Let me move a little bit. Okay.
We're gonna be patient with you, Miss Dovey. You know, we love
Thank
Miss
you,
Dovey.
Queen Tossa. I'm coming. I am coming. Just 1 second. You know, Queen Tossa, I thought that you were going to be on the computer, but I'm glad that you're not. No, because I was trying to get you on the computer, and it
Hmm.
wouldn't. It could not. It came up on the phone. It came up on the phone. The
The
screen.
stream yard.
Okay, but I'm good.
You want me to put it on? I put the link in the chat if you want to come
No,
in from your
no,
computer.
no, no. I'm good right here. I'm just sitting here.
Okay. All right. So listen here. While we wait, I did drop Miss Dovey's link in the chat. That's Dovey Wilson 3. She wants you to get on that one and subscribe because she's on her way to 1,000. Now listen here. Speaking of 1,000, Jay Dunn must have been had that speed on 1,000 because she been tripping. Like ever since I complimented her on this machine, hey, hypnotic, touch, touch, wishing everyone a BBL, big, beautiful life. Likewise, and right back at you. Oh, we got Rainy in the building, honey. Rainy then ran in here with her umbrella. Yes, you're gonna need it. Let's go ahead and thank Rainy, and we'll be right back.
Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in.
Yes. Okay, so we lost Miss Dovey. Miss Dovey then fell off the porch, but it's okay. You know, there was a trampoline right there, so she bounced. She bounced right back up. Okay, it was a trampoline right there. She fell off. Okay,
I'm
all right.
here.
Yes. Oh, are you okay? You fell off.
Huh?
You fell off the. You
Wait
know
a
you.
minute. Wait a minute. Queen Tossa.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I hear the echo. Wait a minute. Hold on. Queen Tossa, let me. Okay, let me go out and come back in.
Okay. Oh, baby.
Wait a minute. I gotta go out and come back in.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let me reset that. Hold on. Yeah, you okay? All right, you want to get on the computer? You can. I'm over here on the phone with Queen Tulsa. All right. Well, man, this is not doing right. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This not right, Queen Tulsa.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Listen here. What is going on? Miss Dovey keeps falling off the porch. Okay. Jdnn. Okay, let's see. Oh, y'all in here just rocking out. Hypnotic Songbird. Y'all in here saying what's up? What's up? What's up? What up? What up? Okay. Welcome to the Queen Tulsa radio show. Listen here, we're broadcasting live here in the field, out in public in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It is very sunny out. The wind is blowing fairly easy, It's a good breeze. If you're in the shade, you're definitely cool. If you are out in the public, please make sure you have your water, your Gatorade, or whatever it is that keeps you fueled up. Okay. Now, while we wait for Miss Dovey is over there having a moment. Okay. Where you at? Miss Dovey, we just did a whole intermission. Where you at, girl? All right, let's get back into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my perspective. Let me go ahead and read the comments right quick because you guys are sounding off. Y'all feel a certain type of way about Miss Jdnn. Okay, here, hold on. Let me go up. Okay, so thank you. So just rain down on me. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes, rain down on me and on everybody. Jdnn been spiraling out of control. Well, Jdnn said that she had lost a friend and that she had buried her friend and things like that. But when Lady Nika was grieving and things like that, she decided to tell, some people they just don't need to grieve online. Well, some people can handle it and some people can't. So you can't say that about everybody, you know? And that's my thing with Jdnn. Jdnn, you are doing too much, you and Brooke. And it goes back to her and Brooke. You know, it goes back to her and Brooke and their nefarious ways. It is not okay. It is not. All right. We got Uncle Clyde in the building. Sports and things. Good afternoon, Queen Toast and Mods and chat. I hope everyone is enjoying the weekend. Yes, we are. And we're doing that on purpose. Okay. Well, let me see. I'm going to go backwards. Okay. He said, a love song goes says rainy. Jdnn is giving unhinged vibes. Yes, she got to get herself together. She does. And it's not cute. You're too grown for that. Rainy says the closer we get to summer, the worse she's gonna get. Love song. Oh my God. So you saying the heat has got something to do with it? Rainy, yes, she has. She does was blowing out of control. Oh my spiraling. Oh my goodness. You know what? When it comes to Jdnn, you know, I actually liked her when she was just like in her chill vibe. I'm like, I like you when you're chill. You know, I really do. And I feel like it's a wonderful thing. Uh oh. It's a wonderful thing when Jdnn is like in her zone and she's just like chill. She's not too hard. She's not too, like she's just a nice girl. But it's just like she gets, as she would say, she gets a wild hair up in her tush. And then she just goes ham. Just goes ham. And it's scary. And I thought that she was turning a new leaf. She was just bragging about, how she was doing so good in her life, and people weren't seeing that she was doing so good. And it was like, girl, that was all for show. That was for content. I'm starting to assume that that was for content, for real. You said Love Song Go says me too, but now she's acting cray cray. She is. And she's acting, like I said, she has this obsession, this fatal attraction for Ness. She has this fatal attraction for Ness. And she wants to act like, oh, she's being strung along. Listen here, ma'am. Don't nobody tell you to hit that like. I meant that don't nobody tell you to hit that like. Don't nobody tell you to hit that link and jump up there on that live. Don't nobody tell you to sit there when there's things that you allegedly don't like. You will still sit there on that panel. You will. You will sit there and you will take it. And so it confuses me on what you like and what you don't like. Hey, my bestie Dory,
Hey,
legendary, legendary, legendary Dory. Okay, get into it.
thanks for having me. Please like,
Seriously.
share, comment, subscribe. I put you on my wall. Let's continue with the conversation.
Thank you, beautiful.
Hey,
Okay.
Dobie.
We have Miss Delby over here. Yes. Rainy says, I can do her chill vibe.
Hey,
It's that
Dora.
other side that annoys me.
Hey, Queen Just
Hey, beautiful. Dory.
y'all, I don't know. Wait a minute.
I'm here. I'm here. Dobie. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Tulsa. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
Okay.
Royals.
Let me turn it in. Too much is going on over here with me. Okay, I think I got it right.
Yes.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. So Uncle Clyde says, good afternoon. Love song gold, rainy,
Hey,
Dolby.
Uncle
The
Clyde.
song
How you
smooth,
doing?
hypnotic touch.
Hey,
And then we have Love
Rainy.
Song Gold says, good afternoon. Dory, did you hear Jay Wilson say you two need to have a convo? He said y'all have a problem. That's what Miss Rainey said.
Oh, child. We have a problem. I'll go over there. I went and I kind of clicked this live as I was preparing for to get over here to Tulsa. And I saw Jdnn on the panel, and I was like, oh, okay. So I just didn't even, I haven't listened in yet. My focus is over here with my bestie because this is dealing with things that we're interested in right now. So yeah, but thank you. Uh, the problems can be solved. The problems can be solved, and that's just the way I'm going to look at it. So thank you for letting me know, though. I appreciate
Yes,
you.
and the panelists that are on the panel right now, they are the Butterfly Lounge affiliates. Make sure y'all cash apps are up there to where the people, if they would love to donate to you all, that they could donate to the beautiful ladies on this beautiful Saturday. Now we are here because there is the unhinged Jdnn out here. And I want to know from each one of us ladies, what advice could we give her? Because, the audience, the subscribers, the supporters, they are outraged. They're upset because Ness keeps letting her back on the panel. And she's being she distracts on the panel, and she overtalks and she bullies and want to have her way. If you all have any great words of encouragement to Jay Dunn, because she did recently lose a friend. And so I'm assuming that she's still grieving. What words of encouragement could we give the sister in the community? Well, go ahead and let Miss Dovey go ahead and sound off
Yeah, I
again.
was thinking, yeah, sure.
All
Um,
right.
wow, encouragement I can get Jdnn. Jdnn, man. I mean, wow. First thing is I can say like this here, allegedly. Jdnn, you don't stop, you gonna wind up in jail.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, you gonna wind up in prison. You gonna wind up in prison. I know that you love and you love deep. And as I don't know how it is to be with a gay person, but on the street says that when you bar with those great gay girls, they don't give up like that. Those are some hard relationships for to give up, and they will follow you from here to hell. And I mean, you're gonna have to take the law to break y'all up, but usually when it happened like that, it used to be a life and death situation. But uh, Jdnn and Ness do this here every other month, or every 2 or 3 months. They do this here. Jdnn know how Ness get down there. Ness is gonna call her all type of names. I believe so that I am good. It takes it one time. Okay, Rainy. Okay, Rainy. Okay, that's just what I heard, but I didn't know. But thank you, Rainy. But with Jdnn need to go and get some therapy, get some kind of help. Either she got to do something because that somebody is going to get hurt. Ness is playing both sides of the fence, and one thing I can just say that Jdnn, we can't tell you to stop because you won't stop. You don't been on this. There's so many days, so many down this road with Ness. On that, I say, girl, get you some help. Or either find another sector to get into and change your phone number. I go on mute.
Wow. Okay, I was next in the line. First of all, welcome, Billy. It's good to see you here. I'm so glad you're here. Um, well said. You just gave me another insight to the toxicity of the Ness and Jdnn relationship, online relationship, I'll say, and then some things that are offline, whether it's through IG or text now, what have you. It's very toxic. And I agree with you when you said that Jdnn needs to get some help, and she doesn't change. And grief, you touched on grief, and I'm going to touch on it as well. I lost my sister recently, and it does not get easier. Okay. And I spiraled out of control on here. And I want to attribute it to grief with Jdnn, but I just can't because this has been her blueprint. It's the blueprint of Jdnn. Why Ness entertains it. You gave some insight to that, Dovey. Um, and I have to agree with you. And I do agree that, I think, since we're going to stick to Jdnn, she's one of very few people in here that I am concerned about, you know, something bad really happening to them. And, I wish she would listen, but unfortunately she won't listen. I do agree that Jdnn and Ness, they go through this, and here's the updated insight. It used to happen every 2 months, but it's happening every other day. Why Ness continues to dance with the devil, I have no clue. That's what I want to know. I attribute to, you just getting your numbers because you know what Jdnn gives, and she gives the F-ish, and that's just what she gives. But it's getting to the point where the people are tired of it, and for the subscribers in her support system, when someone pays you $200 to keep her off the panel, that's a message. That's a strong message. And for Ness to try to cater to Jdnn's feelings, for Jdnn to put it on expose of Ness trying to care about her feelings, that speaks volumes there. Um, Jdnn is full of hate and
Okay.
miserableness. Yeah. So I
Okay.
mean,
What I will
yeah.
say.
Go ahead, Dovi. Yeah, I'm listening, dog.
Um,
I'm listening. Hmm.
Ness, Ness can only play with Jdnn, Dylan, and she may can play with Heat Dylan. She can only play because that nobody on YouTube is a fool for Ness. Knowing that, but how Ness, you give Ness money this point here, she thinks so she better, and everybody hates her. Now, as you know that she down here scrubbing the barrel. 2 weeks ago, you remember she was calling everybody jealous of her. It takes her to get one cash app or something. Also, she beautiful. Everybody jealous of her. How she look. All this type of stuff that she goes on. Now, when she's scrubbing the barrel, and no one would like that, you won't hear her say anything about that. She beautiful. You won't hear never say nothing about that. She beautiful in that, and nobody not jealous of her. But as soon as she get that light beer cup fixed, that light beer cup, she gonna start back with her neck. Everybody jealous of her. She the best. You know what she give. Um, Ness, Jdnn is a sucker for Ness. And Ness know that nobody else will give her no money out here. Nobody don't play that game where will give her anything, not even a cash out. Because we know what Ness do. Ness, a few years ago, Dora, you remember that Ness used to come up here and ask for $1, something for to give her something to eat? That's what this that Ness was doing because that nobody wouldn't give her nothing. Because they knew what she was about. But
Yeah, I
I don't,
remember that, Dovey. Yeah, you're correct. Carry on. I'm listening.
okay,
You're right.
I mean, those that don't know, yeah, she used to beg for $1. So she know people ain't gonna give her $1. People may give her $3 or $5. So that was her trick in trying to how Ness did it. But Ness is an ungrateful person. Um, Jdnn needs some help and need to be loved by somebody. We thought that when she got, you remember she got the dog right after this court thing when she was going.
Yep.
You remember with this court thing? So we thought that she got the dog, she would have somebody to love. But the dog,
Zulu. Precious
yeah,
Zulu. He's so cute.
Lulu got her got her mind a little occupied because she for her to get off of probation. But dealing back with Ness don't know anybody is a sucker for her. And dealing that is Jdnn. Ness can't go to nobody asking for nothing around here. Because that we don't see that for Ness and give Ness anything. But Jdnn got a soft heart, but to me it's just a bait. Other words, like if Jdnn give her money, I think allegedly, I don't know, I'm just saying, Jdnn give her money, so you let me see this here. Hey mama Fifi, let me see this here. I don't get money, it's like it's like a control, like some kind of control. I give you money, so you need to let me see this here. But I think both of them is talking. Ness is a user. Ness is a user. Ness is a liar. Jdnn will kiss and tell.
Sure will.
He will kiss and tell, and special that when she want to do something now, and she want it now, she would bring up everything, but she don't everything you don't tell her everything. So way them two roll, they need to stay away from each other. And Ness plays this heat in what's it called, and this heat and Jdnn towards one another.
Yep.
Anyway, I go on mute.
Dovey, thank you for bringing us back down memory lane. Because, because now, excuse me, I'm looking at this totally different. And I stand on, I'm saying that Jdnn wants to be this heat. She's jealous of this heat. Ness doesn't seem to think so, but she is. She is. If you notice, everything that Ness and this he had, Jdnn's trying to be that, and it's just not going to happen. And now I see why. I kept saying, why Jdnn always talking about Ness? I totally forgot all about that because Jdnn hits low. I'm sorry, I'm cooking y'all in the background. Please pardon me. I'm so hungry. I've been live earlier. But yeah, Jdnn kept saying Ness is scamming people. And I kept, why the hell she going there with that content? What's up with that low blow? Now, Dovey, I remember. That makes total sense of why. I don't know if you heard it yesterday, Dovey. Yeah, but Jdnn was saying this Caucasian lady came up there, and she had gotten a membership. And so I was sitting there on the panel and I was like, what's this all about? Why does Jdnn, because if you listen to Jdnn, when she's really trying to hit home on something, y'all, she will repeat it. And she will tell you what she about to do. And you're right, Dovey. It's the same wash and repeat toxicity with those two. And that's just not listening to supporters because we don't want to deal with it. We don't want to deal with. So I don't know. She said yesterday it's strategic. I said it's a play. Okay, of why she tends to deal with Jdnn, and I stand on business when I say that I do believe Ness disagrees that she is jealous of this heat. Jdnn is very much so jealous of this heat, and the stuff that Jdnn does, and Ness allows it. So you can't talk about abuse. Okay, when you're allowing the abuse. You keep allowing the abuser on your platform. So at some point, you must like it. That's just what I get out of it. Because there's really no reason for Nestor even keep dealing with Jdnn, especially when the supporters saying and her moderators, I don't know all of them, but have expressed that they're pretty much tired of it. So yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. And now that you gave some light as to why Jdnn took that angle, saying that Ness was scamming that lady about the membership, she was playing on Ness's past. Hmm.
I
Um,
don't, I don't know if you were planning on this past because I passed because I did it, but I do know. No, I don't know. But what I heard a little bit on Jay Wilson, that was a
uh-huh.
play that was played last night. Something didn't pay with the $200. So they
Mm.
something did not know. It was a text went back and forth and said, Jay Gunn, I need the money. I need the money, so I'm gonna have to do it. So somehow or another, it got up to $200. But anyway, her light was going to get turned off for
Oh, that's what they were saying.
$200. So Jay Dunn went along with it, showed the text and everything. I was up 1 or 2 o'clock this morning or something.
Oh, what
Jay Dunn
did
said,
Jay Dunn say? Did the text say that her lights was finna be cut off?
I don't know. It should be up, but it still be up. But it's a long story.
I know Jay Dunn said that though. She did say that when I was up there. Uh huh.
Yeah, but
Yes, she did.
I was reading the text last night, but I didn't get basically what was going on. But I know it was a conversation about her and Ness. But Ness texted her and told her, Jay, I'm gonna have to drop down. I need the money for my light bill. Somebody know
Hmm.
the fee went up, and then Jay Don said that she did in fact for a premium for Ness. So, in other words, both of them played on their subscribers. Both of them
Oh
played.
shit.
They played the game.
What? I
That
know
was
Jay Dunn said that.
that.
Okay, so 'cause I know that Jay Dunn did prove that Ness was talking to her in the background because I spoke on that trying to ease her feelings
Uh-huh.
about that whole situation when I thought it was look, they pay to put you down. And that was $200. And before that it was like a $50 super chat from one of Jay Dunn supporters as well. We all share subscribers.
I know.
Yeah. And so I heard Jay Dunn say you was texting me the whole time, and I didn't think that was cool at all. Down that we talking about it because when they dropping me down, I don't get a text. I'm on Instagram, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, real shit though. Be like, come on, that
Don't
if I was the person that gave the money, I'd be feeling some kind of way. I'd want a refund.
Okay, but wait a minute. I'm looking what Love Stone say. Who don't need money for that bill? But still, yet, Ned, you just was talking last week a whole bunch of trash about all of us. This said you talk, and one thing about it, when she thinks so that she got it, you would never have it. Only thing she want to do, that's why I went and did what I did and wrote that letter and gave all the information I got about her. Did in fact with Ice. Now let me tell you, with her, you don't hear her. She ain't saying that about like this is a read. Breast cancer is not no read. No sickness is a read. So now this week it ain't no breast cancer or one titty dog this that, but next week it will be something. But I stand on business what I had did to her. No, 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 no. I ain't backtrack. No. Each time she say I put another letter in there. I'm scared of my life and everything. Cause I'm gonna shut your ass up. One way if I have to get you out of this damn country, I don't care. Nobody don't like it. No, you don't play on damn sickness like you got everything, knowing that how you got over in this country on a damn leaf, a damn paddle, damn boat. No, Then you gonna come with somebody that had breast cancer and that been like what 20, 21 years ago? Like that you got everything going your way. She ain't saying nothing this week. Next week when the light bill get paid, oh, we all kind of did this girl here. That's the one that got total lot of anger in her. But with her and Jay Dunn, that's what they pulled last night. I really, I don't, I don't really know what people would think about that. I really don't know. that they both was behind the scene texting one another, saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna take this money. I need it for like this. Okay, Jada, I'm just gonna do it for now." Because guess what? Because that she know she had already got money from Jdnn. Jdnn already had one. So with that bill being $300 and something, Jdnn may not want to all this all this stuff. Jdnn maybe don't want to pop out that $300 to her. Because then the fact with next behavior coming back and forth and back and forth. Oh, Jdnn said the reason why that she told it because just see what I'm saying? Because Jdnn, because Ness made her mad. That's why she told it what they were doing with the text. She said that's why she told it. Ness made her mad, so she told it.
Yes, that's made her mad, so she told it. And and listen, I have watched that. I've heard, and y'all may think I'm sticking up in this, but I'm sticking up for what I've heard, and I want to put out there. They had dropped me for $10, and then she had said that y'all try to pay to drop Dory again, $10 drop Dory again. She's not going to take it. So I did hear her say that. Also, I have heard her state that um, she returned cash apps that people sent her for Jdnn. So this was surprising to me to hear that she had text Jdnn in the background about them people money. And yeah, Love Stone, I agree. We all got bills. I'm not stunting on that. That's all shit. I got bills. You know? Ain't nobody really up here for the free 99 while you really being honest. It's a business. So that's why being it was a business, and that was $200. And I do believe Jdnn was able to even come back up there after the $200 when you would have been gone for life. And the fact that Jdnn paid Pizarro $800. Remember that, Dovey? To come back on to stay up on the panel, and then Jdnn tried to call her bank on Pizarro the next day, but
Yeah,
she didn't pay Ness double. Did you
yeah.
know that she ain't hit Ness off with nothing?
Uh-huh.
She went off that panel. She didn't double it, but she doubled Pizarro's money cash. Cash.
Yeah.
Jdnn is a hell raiser. She's slow as hell. She's dumb as hell, and she's toxic as shit. And I think she, in my humble opinion, I'm not a doctor. I think she has some type of mental, situation going on. Okay, but you see, she did not pay Ness double to come back up there like she paid Pizarro $800. You know why I think she didn't do it? Because of that background text message.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but
Yep.
I do know that she went to
And
her
and
phone.
and the fact that that's I guess Ness played it like she needed money, which I understand. So are we really to blame Jdnn for that part, y'all?
No, I think Ness need to get a second job.
Ooh,
Hmm. Now, okay, now let's say if the deal is $300 and something dollars, it was said on Jay Wilson show. Jay John said reason why that she telling because Ness make her mad. So, but she said that she was trying to help a friend out, and tell her, but
mm,
that ain't helping a friend out if you come back and tell the business.
right, that part. That ain't helping no friend out. You keep that close in.
Because I don't get my way with you. Now I'm gonna,
Mm-hmm.
now I'm gonna go and tell everything that I know. That it was a game.
Mm-hmm.
But to me myself, Jdnn, when it was the game was full last night. You played along with it.
Yeah.
You played along with it until what so something made you mad during the night, and then you put out that yeah it was a game and this and that. But it's just that you see how I did it now. I give it to tonight. Everybody, if she get that bill money, everybody,
Mm-hmm.
all these type of customer, everything that she done, that's how they do it. So a person like Net, you need to let Net scrub the ground, get it the best way that she can. Maybe if her lights do get turned off, she'll be more appreciated. Be appreciative people that trying to help her and just that and then but she run everybody off all the names that she can say with her nasty mouth, but it just I don't know. I don't know.
It's a lot. It's a
Hey,
lot to take in. That's why I said, let me, get my wrench, take my wrench, please. I couldn't deal with it no more. And you know what the gag is of it all? You heard it first on the Queen Tulsa show. I bet you what's gonna happen though. We see it all the time. Because people talking about them cash apps and Ness's financials and the subscribers, because they don't want to hear what people are saying about the situation and how it's supposed to go. They finna flood her cash app. They're gonna flood her cash app and they're gonna flood the super chats. We see it all the time. Don't be on my line. Let's call it for what the shit is. It happens all the time. So it's another strategy.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
let me
trust
tell
it
you,
anymore. I don't
yeah,
trust the shit no more.
yeah, whenever Jdnn go on, if Jdnn goes to me, just allegedly, but I think if Jdnn goes on this channel and just nice, just play just nice and everything, nothing's not gonna happen. Jdnn have to come in there, kick down doors, and all this type of stuff go on bad. Her and that make the views go up. And then when people get over there and they see it, oh, you Ness and Jdnn. But now the way how it's looking now, people gonna start looking at it more better. That the game for Jdnn. I didn't know that Jdnn played games like this here before, but she said she did
Right.
for a friend. So what they did last night was a game what they put. But anyway, she got the money
Hmm.
from Ness. I want Ness to know that your light bill gonna be due again next month. I hope you come up with a different type of game.
You know what, Joey? Girl, you got me thinking. Is this shit? Because she said strategic yesterday. She was talking to Dimples about her interaction with Jay Dunn. Neff knows what Jay Dunn is going to do.
Mhm.
So she sit there and send her the text from IG, send her the text from Text Now. She knows, everybody knows Jay Dunn finna go and put the shit out on Front Street. Man, I think this shit might be a play for money. I'm done.
Out. I go on mute. Mm-hmm.
I don't even trust Jay Dunn now with the shit. So we all know what Jay Dunn finna do. And we so damn nosy. We gonna go over there and watch. Go over there and read the text messages. And please trust me, I'm not saying this because I dislike Ness. I'm just saying I think. I have a brain, I think. And I've seen it. So how do we know? I mean, cause why does that answer maybe, because I'm not Ness, she hasn't explained it, that maybe provides um an answer to why the hell she puts up with Jay Dunn's antic. I called out yesterday on my live. Or was it on Tulsa's live? Saying that I think that shit she's using Jay Dunn for content.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
said
you
absolutely
right.
not. And
Jay
she got on me about it. She got on me about it. Was it my live or Tulsa's live? Mm-hmm.
Jay Dillon would
It
say
may
it.
have been Tulsa's live. I think it was Tulsa's live.
Mm-hmm. I think
But
so.
now I don't trust Jay Dunn. Because is that not plausible, Dovey? Does that not make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell was she going against her supporters that can't stand that dynamic of Jay Dunn and Ness and the shit that Jay Dunn does on that platform? That they paying to get Jay Dunn down more than once. The $200 example of twice in one live, and it was that before that. And then Jay Dunn goes and spills messages. Ness knows she's going to do it. Ness brought this heat up there
Yeah,
to disrespect Jay Dunn.
Jay Dillon gonna do. But see,
And
it
then to bring Jay Dunn, then go over to Jay Dunn's Teleport Tuesday and support Jay Dunn after all the shit that Jay Dunn does to her. Man, y'all got to be kidding me. I'm mute.
but but with Ness try to be the brain of the whole situation. So okay, you know that Jay Dillon is going to tell, and so that would give Ned's something to start arguing with Jay Dunn about. So okay, either way, Ned's gonna win. I'm gonna win this $200 and I also too gonna argue with you because people don't too much care for you, Jay Dunn, and I'm gonna get more money. That's all. That's all. So Ned's playing both sides of it. I'm on it. Hey, Mama TT.
Hey, how you
Hey,
doing?
Fifi.
hey, Mama Fifi.
Hey,
We
I got a
all know that's what the
question.
beast sector does. Watch y'all. Watch what happened.
What?
Next gonna
No,
get them super
I got
chats
a
and cash
question.
apps.
I
Mm-hmm.
heard Dovey saying that Jay Dunn was gonna tell something. Is she talking about Jay Dunn gonna tell people that she borrowed money from Ness to pay her electric bill?
Yeah, Jdnn already told it.
Oh yes, I was gonna say she already told at least 500 people. So,
Mm.
Wait, hold
uh,
up, Fifi. That nuts. Wait, what about that? Jay Don helped nuts with the electric bill?
That's what I was saying. That's what I
that's
was
what
I
she
thought it
saying.
went to
said.
the. I thought that was the $200 was going towards.
The two
Oh, I
hundred
don't know.
dollars
The
going to.
total was allegedly 300, but Jay Dunn got pissed off and stormed off the stage because people was tired of hearing that shit over and over again about how much money, who she lent. If she got to talk about it, she shouldn't be lending the damn money if she can't afford to do it. But that's why I wouldn't borrow shit from her. Um, I know when you came back, Dovey, I heard you say something. I mean, Dovey, Dory, something about don't mess with Jay Dunn. Me and Jay Dunn, we beef. Oh, I say
Mm.
probably close to 6 months straight. Right before you came back, I decided because I had a new grandbaby that I couldn't be beefing and hollering and cussing around her.
Oh
So I
yeah, you know
had to
your family not
change.
going for that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the baby ain't here and somebody come at me wrong, then yeah, I might have something to say. But I stopped going to Lemons too. I got tired of them damn plays. That shit's they ain't no play. Those are just lies, lack of content. Come up with some shit. I'm like, I got sick of it. So I take my ass to sleep. And if I don't go to sleep, I read a book. I do something. Listen to music. But yeah, Jay Dunn is not gonna change. Jay Dunn has a mental illness. No one can convince me that she doesn't. And I think it's more than just depression. I'm talking about seriously something like uh schizophrenic, bipolar, schizophrenic. Because the way she flipped, like she pastor just let her start it coming back over there. It ain't been a week, I don't think. And when she left today, it's questionable if he gonna take her back. You know. So yeah, she got a whole bunch of shit with her. I know I used to really get mad when I was going to Ness and I'd see Ness. I'd see her talk nasty about Ness, talk about her son. That shit that pissed me off. And I get on there and I fight like it was my child because it was wrong. You know, it really was wrong. And then I ended up getting pissed at what's that other one named Uppity, and ended up talking about her kids. But I try not to talk about uh kids. I leave the baby out. I tell about the other two. But still, I try not to. I say I'm not going to. And unless somebody push me, but I ignore a lot of things too. Because I don't want to lose it and hear my grandbaby hear me doing a bunch of cursing. Especially because she's getting older now and she'll be in nursery school or somewhere. Where is it? Daycare. She'll be in there, cursing, calling somebody a bad body bitch. So no, I said I had to change. So that's I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm not on as much. And when I do come, basically
Yes,
is
I noticed it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I be looking for you. I don't know what mom. I said, Mama think you must be sick or something. I said, let's. Then I knew that it's gonna be a baby. I said, then again, she would have came around and said something. But okay.
Oh, I thought I told everybody. I figured everybody was
Yeah, I
tired of
knew
me
that. I knew
talking
that
about
it was
my
a baby
my new
coming, but you didn't know
grandbaby.
to tell us. I didn't
Yeah,
know that you was really is. I know, well, we all are grandmothers, but
y-
I didn't know
yeah,
that
but a
you
new
had
one. Yeah,
changed
because she's
your.
7 months,
Mhm.
so she's little. But it was something else. Oh, girl, I hurt myself. I fell at Walmart. They
Mhm.
had a container that was leaking.
Oh, bitch, you about to
and
get paid.
I didn't see it. Yeah, I broke my ankle.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm at home a lot, or back to the doctor. They didn't even want me to go into physical therapy for a minute. They wanted to sit, you know. They do the massage therapy, but
Y'all, give me one moment. I gotta drop down for a second. Okay, but I'll be right
okay.
back. Hold up. Wait a
But
minute, I ain't gotta
yeah,
drop down. I just
but
gotta put my face up
apparently,
here.
yeah, apparently, they knew it. The young man was on his way to get it, but I didn't see him coming because he was coming from behind me. And I'm looking up at the top shelf because what I wanted was up there. And I looked, turned around to see if I could get somebody to help me, and that was it. I went down on that knee. I hit my head. I stayed in the hospital a week. So,
Oh
oh
wow, I'm
yeah,
glad you're doing better though.
Yeah,
yes. But when you get older, you get to breaking the bones. It hurts.
yeah,
But
it takes a long while to heal up. Oh,
yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
sure
He said
does.
it's gonna take longer than it would have normally. So I said, "Oh, well, I ain't got nothing to do except wait for my payday, 'cause ain't no way." I said, "No way do are they gonna get away with this?" If he saw that and he was going to get one of those things, he should at least, to draw attention, he should have, if it was nothing
instead
but
of
sugar, took bags of sugar and put them in a roll so people would notice that. I didn't notice he didn't put anything. I'm walking down the aisle, looking up at the top, pushing the shelf. Next thing I know, I hit my head. I had a small concussion on my head. I told him I'm still having headaches, and I started going into therapy. They said he said he didn't want me to do anything for 2 months except for the massage therapy. They gave me this machine where the water just swishes. Um, but it's like in this plastic. It's so much new stuff they got. It's in a container, so my foot's not getting wet, but it's massaging it. So but yeah, so I can't do much of anything except get on YouTube and mess with people. When my grandbaby's not here, she won't be here till tomorrow, so I can act up. But I just wanted to come up and holler at you. But I thought everybody knew. Oh, my grandbaby, I got two grandkids.
Oh,
One is 26 and the other one is 7 months.
oh, how's your son doing?
He's doing fine. He
Tell
finally
him I said
had,
hello.
yeah, okay. Yeah, he finally had
don't you tell him
a
she said
baby.
hello. You gonna have your new daughter-in-law.
See,
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go
Yeah,
on mute.
and it's good. I got one that we get along very well.
Shit, you
We
about
get
to have
along
another one.
very well. And he gets along well with her parents. I like her. She's, a good parent. She's attentive. Uh, I had to get her to settle down and stop being afraid. And that was before I even broke my leg. She was, well, here, should you hold it this way? I said, girl, I had three babies and I raised three foster kids. I can feed this baby. Then I looked at it and wondered why she was acting. They got the nipples now. They make them flat, so you got to hold it a certain way. I said, I'll be
Oh,
darned. Yeah, but she is a darling. She's a good baby. She only cries when she's hungry or or she's wet. Otherwise, she really don't. No, she's
you, s- mm,
I'm just saying we blessed to have a good baby.
yeah, absolutely. God is good all the time. I want
Yeah.
to ask you. Said they make the bottle nipples flat now. I think yeah, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Uh huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
you're
the
right. Cause
end
my
of the nipple is yeah,
mhm.
it's flatter. You instead of just
Yeah.
being round, it's flat. And that
Mhm. Yeah.
way It kind of
Mhm.
direct the milk in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I say they got a little bit of everything.
it's
And
all changing,
yes,
right?
the diapers, you don't even have to take them off or fill them. You look at them, they got a strip that turns when they
Uh huh.
urinate. I said,
Yep.
well, yeah.
I
And
wonder how many mothers would go back to the old school way. The cloth diapers they used to have.
yes. Oh, I
Uh,
bought her some. She told me, I don't need to say you don't need to buy anything for the baby. My mom and they just went out of the way. We have what everything, but if you want to buy something, just buy stuff and keep it over here so she'll have stuff. And that worked out perfect because she messes
yeah.
up a baby, and the clothes. But I did buy a pack of cloth diapers in case her skin do get sensitive, even though she hasn't
Uh-huh.
had diaper rash. But my daughter had sensitive skin, so I had to put her in cloth
Mm.
diapers.
Yeah, my
Um,
son did too. He was a preemie. Honey,
oh, oh
yes.
yeah,
31 weeks. They kept giving me those steroids and they was like, listen,
oh
if he
yeah,
come, we gonna take y'all to steroids, and if he come, he come. And boy, oh boy, did he come! And it was crazy. Oh my god, because my water had broke, and your body continues to still fill up your water, even though I was on the steroids to stop the labor. Oh my
yeah.
god, it was crazy. I fought to bring him into this world. It was not a game. I was on bed rest and everything up north. Because I had him up north that part. So and then so I had to order everything. I really didn't have a chance for the baby shower because of the situation. I was literally on bed rest for months. Could
Right.
not get up except to go to the bathroom. That was it. His father was always by my side, so that was amazing. I didn't have to worry about that.
Did
But
they make you
child, when
stay in Trendelenburg with your head flat down?
yeah, I
Or
had to. They had me like lifted up. You know what I
oh,
mean? With the head down, the feet up to hold
yes,
him
yes, that's what I'm
in.
talking about.
Yeah,
I
and
shouldn't have said. You can tell I used to work in the hospital. I said
uh-huh.
Trendelenburg. Oh no, I
Yeah.
can't slip up and say that with that damn um what's her name
Who?
the doctor
Oh yeah. Oh, Dimples.
Dimples. She been asking
Hmm.
people for my info.
Oh
And
no, she.
see, now see, she ain't gonna be satisfied until I go to church with her father.
Okay.
Now I
Ah.
did that with this one. This woman my ex was cheating with. I found out
Mm,
what church she went to up in New York because I was hanging between there. I went to
right.
church and I told them who. They said all visitors stand up, and I stood up and I told them I was from D.C. that I just wanted to see what type of
Mm.
church the woman that's having an adulterous affair with
Oh.
my husband went to, and then I gave
Uh.
her name because she was head of the choir, so
Uh.
everybody knew, and they had just the choir had put out a album because they sung real good, but
Mm.
that was it for her. Had no more problems with her.
Mm.
And me and my girlfriend, you remind me of my girlfriend, except she's a much shorter. She was
Uh.
she didn't weigh quite 100, but she was
Right.
petite. But she would throw down. We
Throw
caught,
down.
yeah, we caught the Amtrak and went
Mm.
up to Harlem, and we let them know. I
Girl.
let her know I know how to get here, and I will come back if I need to. So
Mom
I
Fifi, you
never had to
already
go
know what
back,
the lick read over here, honey. That's why I said I'm so glad I'm calm now. I'm so glad I'm calm because
girl.
these fools will make you want to go there. And you know what get me, ma, is that they act like we don't have access to a database. We just choose not to sit
Right?
there and do the stuff that they do. It's a database. You can pay for it. It's not a big deal.
Yes,
It's when you put it out there.
that's
Okay,
right.
if it wasn't accessible, if it was against the law to look people up, hell, you can look your neighbors up. Okay,
Right.
that's not an
But
issue.
I don't want to put her information out.
Neither do I.
I just want to
I'm
meet her grandfather or her father, talk to him, and let him tell her that he met a friend named
Mm,
Fifi,
okay.
real mama Fifi, at the church. She said she knew you. And that's it. I ain't gonna say nothing nasty, nothing mean. I just want her to know she can be touched.
Yes, and they're so dumb because the laws have now caught up with the internet.
Right.
See, they
That's
was
why
getting
I ain't
away with
stupid
that
enough
mess.
to do it to
Dummies.
me. Right.
Hell no. I'm gonna tell you what you do. What you do is you sit back, you screen record, and you screenshot and build your folder and show a pattern. Not that it's just done to you, but to other people, and you build that folder. So when you call law enforcement, so you got to do your homework, which is a digital footprint. They think they can put their stuff on private. They can't because it's the URL link that you capture, right?
Yeah.
And you have those links. That's the key. You got to get those links. Forget flagging, report, and all that stuff. That's a waste of time.
Yep.
Get the link. Get the link.
The
Okay.
URL. Yeah. And
Yep.
she got it. I mean, she's done it to so many people. Her
Yep.
and I
King
can
Roman
see it.
too.
Huh?
King Roman news too.
And I
Hmm.
heard that. See, I don't
Yeah.
even remember him much.
Yeah. He tried to
Um,
put me out there, threaten my mama, and you know what? But he's a
no,
known. Yeah. You just build a file and wait for it.
I
Wait
didn't
for it.
realize
Copy
he
them.
was.
Girl. Yes. Girl.
Oh,
Yes.
see,
I ain't finna
I read
flag him
about
on no
Bree.
copyright strike. That's too lame. Child, please. I don't care nothing
Oh,
about Google. I'm gonna make. But see, here's the thing. You have to be patient. They can
yes,
try to. They can't erase a digital footprint. You have screen record
no,
on your phone. You got the links. You got screenshots, and you build a file. So when you call out law enforcement, it shows a pattern. And you gonna
right.
threaten me and threaten my mother? Oh
Wow,
no! I don't know
I
what
didn't know
crazy
he was
person
like
out here.
that. But
Yes, yes
I
he
don't really
did.
go to him.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't really go over
I
there.
don't need to go to him. Somebody else going to him. So I'm good. Catch
Wow.
that. Yeah, yep. See, they get caught in the hype, child. It's a hot mess.
And I
A hot
heard
mess. So
somebody
that's what you
did that
do.
to him. That's what happened between him and But you never get to the
Yeah,
whole
right. So
story.
he's bitter. He's bitter. So he's saying
Yeah,
what's good for the goose is good for the
yeah.
gander.
So
But leave people, innocent people that didn't do you like that
right,
alone. I didn't do you like that. I don't
that's
care. You don't
right.
have to like me. I'm gonna talk my shit. You gonna talk your shit. You ain't gotta like me. But when you
Everybody
start getting
talks
up
shit
there
down
trying to
here.
threaten violence on people, and you said it
Okay.
out your mouth,
Oh,
that's an active
oh,
threat.
We got guests in
oh
the
no,
building.
I
We
didn't
got
know that,
Okay,
TC.
Adore. Really.
who that is?
We got
And I didn't know
TC in the building.
King
Hey,
Roman.
babe.
Real Mama Fifi.
Good
We got
What?
afternoon,
TC
everybody.
in
How
the
Hey,
you
building.
doing,
TC.
Dory? What's up, Tulsa? What's up?
No, I
Hey,
was saying
Morning,
I didn't
people.
know
hey,
that.
CC, my baby. I miss you.
Likewise.
You miss me? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
and I'm
Yes,
getting
I
dressed.
miss
Y'all. I'm
you.
getting
I
dressed. I
miss
gotta
you.
run
I miss
out, so
TC.
I'm in and out. I'm listening though, but I'm getting dressed.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
TC, welcome to the Queen Tulsa Show, the home of the Royals. Uh huh.
Of course, of course. But I wanted to also add something because I think that, sometimes when a person, especially in these YouTube streets, one person may do something, but then there are other content creators that also have sometimes speak out of turn when they're not supposed to. And I'm only going to say this because I know that for a fact that as of July of this year, they've already had some states that have tester states do this. um if you are a content creator who has I guess can talked about or copycat what another content creator has said, you too will also get you'll get your recompense. Well, you'll get the consequences as well.
Can you
What they
elaborate,
trying
TC? I know you're knowledgeable. That's why I'm listening very intensely.
Right.
Can
No,
you
is
elaborate on that?
so
What do you mean by copycat repent? I
it's
mean repeat.
what so if I say something about you, Dory, and because you and I maybe whatever and whatever, another content creator because they may not necessarily, they may not see it for you as well, but they're gonna continue on with the lie. You see, they too will get the consequences as well, as long as
Oh
Oh,
as
wow.
long as those people have the lives that they said it, or or
Uh-huh.
where these people said it. Oh, it's called aiding and abetting. So
Ooh.
basically
ooh, it's getting
virtual
legal.
aiding and abetting. So
Yeah.
people who are saying things and then they're copycatting off of what somebody else said,
Uh-huh.
unfortunately, well, fortunately, because just because somebody says something, that doesn't mean that you be stupid enough to repeat it.
No.
uh, Especially when people are lying on folks. So
Right.
I can't wait. They've already tested, and I will say that the
Mm-hmm.
wonderful district attorney, I mean, I'm sorry, attorney general in the
Mm-hmm.
state of New York, that little sister in New York is
Ain't
on fire.
playing. And so the
Yeah, is that the
Southern
one that
District. The
went
Southern
after
District ain't
Trump?
playing either.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
There you
kept
go.
up with her. But that's good because hearsay can end up causing you a lot of problems. It
Yep.
mess up your reputation. And jobs now they be checking social media, and those
Mm-hmm.
lies can follow
Right.
you.
And right.
So
And
I'm
and
glad. That's
and
good.
and the statutes of limitations, guess what?
Endless.
There are none.
There are none. That's
Oh,
what. Yeah,
Right.
you're right,
So
TC. You heard me. Mm-hmm.
listen quick. So those people that may have done, see, the different people, I guess, move differently. And just be a patient person and let the system get folks, because I would rather wait. If the statutes of limitation says 20 years, I'm gonna get you in the 19th year, in the ninth month, in the ninth day, and
That
then
part.
I can still put charges on you, and then you
Mm-hmm.
move on. Now, but now it's 20 years later, so you're older and probably forgot all that stuff and
About
things of
it.
that
uh-huh.
Yep.
nature.
Can I chime
So
in, girl? Tag me in, TC, when you finish, please.
tag you in with you got it.
When you finish, okay. I want to say thank you for coming to the Queen Toast Show and spreading this wisdom, because if y'all listen to what I'm saying when I'm dealing with King Roman, I say wait for it, wait for it.
Yeah, you
They
were
want
saying
people
that.
want instant gratification on here.
Oh
I'm
no.
not doing it for the people. I'm doing it for me and my personal self, my family. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? But they think you're full of crap. And guess what they're going to say? Here's the next play, y'all. This is how they act. This is a case study to me, right? TC, they're going to come up and say, oh, you're bitter because of what happened to you and you're just talking ish. They don't listen
Hmm.
to the context of how you're speaking and what you're saying. A lot of these people, not all, a lot, are very emotional and
Okay.
fearful to the
Yeah.
point it overrides their emotions, override their intellectual ability. They're very intellectually capable. They just choose not to be. And
Right.
for strangers.
Yeah.
Well, folks will get it. I'm totally excited, and I know that
Mhm.
everyone, all I guess all of us have had our days in this beef sector, or in this sector, or YouTube. I will also say this: YouTube, you're not exempt,
Mhm.
because you cannot continue to create an environment where you reward people for their bad behavior.
Right.
Okay. And so,
And they're getting rewarded by it. That's that 60-40 split.
right, it's the, here you go, you're going to get rewarded. You get a check every month, and even when even when people questioned or flagged or whatever it was they did, you still kept those people going, you still kept those people up. That's a problem, you see. And a good DA, a good district attorney, a good attorney general,
Mm-hmm.
Some of those good white boys that like to be curious and start sniffing around.
Mm-hmm.
You get a good one, or you get some of these young sisters that are out here doing their doggone thing,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and they come and they show you some of the lives that are going on, and people say,
Mm-hmm.
what was going on? What?
Yeah, they wouldn't
Yeah.
believe.
Oh
Yeah.
How
yeah.
about this
Oh,
though?
it's coming. It's
Oh, it's coming.
coming.
Let me take it a step further. And whether you're monetized or not monetized, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, okay? You're getting
Keep it going.
rewarded
Keep going. Keep going,
financially.
Dory.
Can you see what I'm trying to say? Wait for it.
Even
You're
if you're not
getting
monetized.
compensated. Even if you're not monetized, you're still on a platform that allows you to receive a third party income that is tax deductible. You must file. So now you're dealing with the federal government.
Thank
Let's
you.
call a thing a thing.
Absolutely.
Stop caring about who you like and who you don't like. That's not important when you're sitting in
Stop it.
jail.
Stop
And
hanging
we know
You know
around
they
with
what?
done been on
folks.
It's
paper. They
not.
done been on paper about YouTube. She's a
You
prime example. Just got off and still doing the same thing.
Who, Jay?
just
Yes, they have a
Jay,
it won't happen
yeah.
to me.
Somebody
It's
was
called
telling
it
me,
will Mama
she's,
Fiti. It's called it won't happen to me syndrome.
yeah.
here's
She was in. I was in Jay Wilson. I fell asleep
hey,
in his
Uncle
room,
Paul.
but when I woke up, I don't know how long it had been on. When I woke up, she was telling somebody, oh, Brian was threatening to take to file papers on her. She said, "Take me. I don't care. I've been to court before." And I'm thinking, damn, well, you must not have learned much. See, one time I would have just said instead of thinking it, but I said, I can't fight all these battles. I got to win the war. So I just
Hmm.
got it. It doesn't, even if she was speaking to me, a lot of times I hate to see her take advantage of people. Um,
Yeah. She's not
but
the only one.
I know it.
You
I
got Brooke with a
know
whole hate speech against the transgender community,
it.
especially geared
Girl,
more towards
you
trans
see, I don't
women.
understand that because it's all the LGBTQRXYZ community. It might
Well,
have
you got to
your
think of
own different.
evolution.
Yeah,
It's not evolved the same way colorism
it's
still permeates amongst us. And it's
yeah,
2025,
yeah. I
so
know.
you got, but you also have to consider your source. This is the
Yeah,
beefing
I'm
sector.
here's right, and I just want to say, in reference to the groups, because I'm not privy about all of these different, and I'm
Mm,
definitely not privy to all of these different cases, but I will say this: be very, and listen to me, be mindful of the people that you get on, I guess you could say get on panels with, and everything, because let me say something about some of these old school cats, these old school legislators, judges, and so forth and so on. They believe in birds. They truly believe in this. Birds of a feather flock together.
yep.
No, and what they
oh,
realize is that one person, if you're gonna be hanging around a criminal or hanging
Mm,
somebody that's got loose lips, sink ships type of a personality, then guess what? I I can catch them. I can catch them doing something. I can catch you doing something. This person will tell on you. This person will say, "Oh well, they'll scream you out just like they'll lie on." Just like they lied on the first people that they lied on, they'll lie on anybody else. So
yeah,
listen. You know what? Everybody just just stay put and watch. Because
yeah.
it's gonna
It's
all,
come.
and all of those people who are not necessarily as active as they used to be or whatever. It don't
Hmm.
matter. Statutes of limitations virtually. Are none.
There are none.
So as long the lives are up, and guess what? I'ma tell you one thing's for certain and two for sure. You get
Mhm.
YouTube and Google in a bunch.
Hmm.
They're going to out you.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
that server's big. That server's huge.
their server and they're
It's
waiting
Google.
for
It's not even YouTube. We talking
right,
about Google. People Half these
right.
people don't even know who founded Google.
Don't even know. You can hardly even get in contact with somebody. But I know one thing. I know.
Huh.
So I
I know
know
so a
somebody.
subpoena don't miss no damn body. A subpoena don't miss.
I know who somebody is on the board of directors of Google.
Oh,
Hmm.
good. It's always good. Never know.
Okay,
Okay.
because that person came to Philly. So the bottom line is, at the end of the day,
Network.
just the network determines your net worth. So just everyone be mindful. I always loved, thank you, Queen Tulsa, for letting me come up. Dory, Mama Fifi,
Girl, it's always
I
good
do
to
want
see
to
you.
say that
I
I've
like
had my
you. You
thank you.
trustworthy, and it's not a lot of people on here that have a good reputation like you. You actually have a good reputation, as far as I know. And I know a little. I mean, I don't believe everything people tell me on here either.
I hope not. I hope
No,
not. I hope not.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
But when I first came on, I used to. I mean, and I was quiet. I wouldn't say anything, but it wasn't until after I got doxxed. I got a mini dox because they didn't have the right. They had the right town name, but that is 4 or 5 of those towns in the U.S. So, but they had the wrong state, and after that, he'd end up losing his channel because I was someone that said, "Oh, you can get that. You ain't got to worry." But somehow he wasn't able to go back and get it. I don't know how to
I'm gonna
Mm.
see if I can give you some advice when they think you dox you like they think they dox me. Let them believe it.
Oh,
Hell,
I
they
know
think they
it.
dox Pizarro. They swear they know who Pizarro is. No, they don't. But she gonna let you know she Kiva.
Right. Yeah,
They
Mm.
whoever
think they
that
doxed
guy
me. If
is.
many of them have tried, and I sit and I look at it, and I'm saying because they think they see a correlation, right? They don't.
Right.
They don't get it. Some people are protected. Okay. Sometimes I want to just screenshot my protection, but that'll give them. I want them to keep on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like let them continue to go ahead, and we're gonna wait for it. We're gonna wait
Yeah.
for it. What they don't understand is some things are by design. It's just a database. I can go
Yes.
right on Wikipedia and create me a whole file of who you think I am. I can play off of names, addresses. Doesn't mean it's valid.
Right. Who they
See, you
think
mess
you
with
are.
people that are
Yeah.
technical. So never don't give them too much information. Let them think they got you. They make fake like you embarrassed. And then you sit back and listen to what TC and I are saying on this platform right now, the Queen Tulsa Show. And I want to add this something that TC said that's very important. It's called accomplices. You're an accomplice.
Yes.
They don't just
Yeah.
haul one person in when somebody shoplifts. They hauling all y'all asses up in
I
there.
know it.
And listen, thank you, Dory. You know why?
That's
Cause they
perfect.
want a nigga. Don't we get it?
Girl.
It's no different than back in those days in the
Yeah.
50s, and it wasn't that long ago, because we was 1950s, the 1940s, the 1960s,
Mhm.
when you got white women that was saying, oh, this black man was looking at me,
I
and he
just
was
talked about that.
doing
Mm,
this, that, and the other, and the third. And then all of a sudden, here all these white riders come, KKK come around,
mhm.
and
Yeah.
here they go riding around in the town, and then they'll get all of the brothers.
Mm.
Okay,
Yep.
see,
Lynching.
so
Yep.
we gotta be real careful about the stuff we do, because
Mhm.
it's been done. Don't think that they don't want us. And we continue to put each
Mhm.
other out there, and be friends with people here we don't really and truly know.
Mhm.
Be careful, be mindful. Everybody here ain't downtrodden, ain't no downtrodden nigga. I
Thank
don't profess it. I never have. I never will. I don't come from that stock, but I do get,
right.
I know I understand that how some people move around here because of their shit. But let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Go get a high class mug that got something to lose,
Hmm.
like a king or somebody that's getting ready to get all of the goods,
Oh
and they think
yeah.
that you are a threat to them, or they think that
Mm-hmm.
watch these other people on the other side of the food
That part.
chain.
Yeah.
That's exactly. And then they don't listen to me when I say a lot of y'all are case studies to me, and I
No, they're
mean
case
that.
studies. You know, Dory, you ain't never, sis. There, you know that this is all case study.
Thank
You know
you.
that they're just watching because they want to justify and solidify their position to keep us out of any other pieces or positions of power.
Hmm. That's right. And when I read them or drag them, yeah, I may use some choice words, but I promise you it's not slander. I'm
No.
telling you about yourself. Really, I
Preacher.
am. It's a difference. I'm not sitting there lying on you. And
Right.
it's just like ZX. He gonna sit up there on Nessa's platform talking about some black power and fight the power and all this stuff. I said, what was Martin Luther King Jr.'s real name? He shut up and got mad, girl, tried to pull out old
Ooh.
emails because he didn't know, try to revert it off of him. But you so black power. Hey, mama. You
I
for the
I know
women.
it.
But you slay, girl, mama people, you already know he don't want none. Okay? And I sat there on that panel. I let him pull up emails. And I said, yep, that's when I was over there on some stupid stuff. And I said what I said, and I learned my lesson, and I see you for who you are because I'm not infallible. I make mistakes, but I didn't dox
We all do.
nobody.
Yeah,
I didn't
right.
dox a
and
damn
especially
soul.
and especially don't put others family members in
Mm-hmm.
harm's way either.
Harm,
don't
thank
put
you.
don't put their livelihoods and their careers
Mm-hmm.
in harm's way, because that's one thing that's just, it's
Yep.
not cool.
No,
You know,
yeah. You want to worry about if I'm Divine Nine, if I'm an Eastern Star or whatever. This is the internet. It is virtual reality. You will never get a chance to really think that you got me. It's just not going to happen. But what I
exactly.
can talk to you about is the Freemasons and the Black spiritual movement. What I can talk to you about is the signs and symbols. Oh, we can go there. But first learn who
Yeah.
Martin Luther King really was. His name was Michael. The Martin Luther came because after the Protestant because he studied Marxism. Don't play with me. You see, this what I'm saying, I'm Tulsa, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not better than. I just take and use my time differently.
Right.
And you know,
Yep.
one thing that has to happen
Mm.
is, when it comes to, because I'm also in the order. I'm an Eastern Star, and that's one of the
Mm-hmm.
reasons why I won't come on here and be a donkey, but I wouldn't come on here and be a
Yeah.
donkey anyway, because my
Mm-hmm.
mama raised somebody who has some sense.
Thank
And
you.
Yeah.
regardless of, I realize that I appreciate the fact that people, when it comes to these scholarships, and I will say this, these scholarships, today is one of the last scholarships today, for the month of March, but I have more coming
Okay.
for April, I have more coming for May and June.
Uh.
And I will say that out of the all this month and last month when I started putting it out there, I must say,
Mm-hmm.
here in these YouTube streets, 25 people have applied. At least 25 people applied. And when I've told them, the Congressional Black Caucus Spouses
Mm-hmm.
Scholarship. So this is the
Mm-hmm.
Congressional Black Caucus. So this is
Mm-hmm.
all the congressmen and women, the black ones in
Mm-hmm.
the country. And if a
Mm-hmm.
person has a child going to an HBCU, here's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. I'm wondering. I'm like, do they still have any money left, or because you hear a lot of things going on. Well, the people at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation told me in the DMV area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they said that
Yeah.
there's more money because Cheetos
Yeah.
is in office. More money.
Mm-hmm.
don't think that there's not any money. So when I get on here and I talk about scholarships, I'm talking about that there's money and apply.
Yeah.
I used it for my schooling, et cetera, et cetera. And I want other
Mm-hmm.
people to use it so that parents don't have to go into further debt.
Yeah.
Okay.
TC, I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember my mom coming on my platform. They call her Mama Pearl. And, the government agencies, I don't want to say which one she retired from as a SES, okay?
Right.
Now,
Okay.
you look at the Samuel P. Massey Chairs of Excellence, okay? There's scholarships there. Also, um, the way that there's, if you're into technology and the engineering things like that, there's so many scholarships. You and I were actually going to get on that project. I remember that. And
Right.
things
Right.
just, yeah.
And this one that is due today at 12 midnight
Mm,
anyway. Is not just for the STEM. It's for undergrad.
mm,
It's for
mm.
it's for graduate school. It's for law school. It's for med school. It is for if you want to go and get your if you go in to get your EDD.
Mm.
It's also for people who are just going in certification programs, and that's fine. But this particular scholarship it hits all bullet points,
Yep.
all of them. You see,
And
and
Queen
then
Tulsa has been a proponent of black education as well,
absolutely,
and
we've
upper
talked.
mobility. So you're in the right
Me
place.
Yes, she's allowed me to come up and she's told me her story because she's an HBCU. The way that we consider HBCU alum, as long as you've attended
Mm-hmm.
and been in the presence, you are an alum of
Yeah.
our institution of higher learning. And that's why the parents, when they introduce me and they say, hey, TC, I really appreciate, I need you to talk to my children, or I need you to talk to some of these students, or let's
Mm-hmm.
get together as educators, because we have a lot of
Yeah.
educators around here, and
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about how we can get young people internships, et cetera, et cetera. That's
Yeah.
what we do. I'm gonna be honest. I'm
That's
not
so
here
true.
to get into your business because I feel like grown people got grown folk business, so you handle it. But
Mhm.
we have some work to do,
Yeah.
and try not to let's not get into the fool out loud with this crazy stuff with crazy people. Just be mindful is all I say.
Oh
But
yeah.
yes, yes,
And
yes,
I don't.
yes.
That's why I really don't miss. I hear people talking about being addicted to YouTube. I don't miss it. I have enjoyed being with my grandbaby. I've enjoyed reading again. Um, I've started buying books and reading. Uh,
Amen.
yeah. I think I don't care how old I am. I want to learn something new every day, and I do.
Absolutely.
I have to learn
Absolutely.
something new every day.
And you know
And
what, Mama Fifi, I just
yeah.
well, I guess you could say I got reacquainted with this person because I didn't know, that this person had flower arrangements. And a nice lady here in Philadelphia, and she does flower arrangements and on and on and on. Oh, she does it for centerpieces. She does it for of course repat, for funerals, all of that kind of stuff. So
Oh,
she's got her business together. She's been doing it and she's teaching her daughter. Her daughter's like 25 years old. I love her daughter. Her daughter is so
no.
smart, taking over
Yes.
the business. You hear me? The business.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I say, you go, girl. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why it's so important, Mama Fifi, that you with your grandchildren and Dory, I know has put in. I know Dory has invested money financially and donated to. I know that Queen Tulsa has been a part of pushing HBCUs, also being the understanding of the whole Tulsa movement in that area of the country. We need y'all to continue to talk about that kind of stuff every now and then.
Oh,
That's what we need.
Yeah.
I talk about it because I'm
Yes.
encouraging. Like I was the first one in my family to go to college, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, and because I was child number 11. Only thing they told us, you have to graduate from high school and you have to get a job. My parents, they neither one of them even graduated from high school, but us going to high school, getting a diploma
Mm-hmm.
was an advancement for them. But I told my kids, no, I want more. The boys, they didn't have a problem. The girl did not want to go to college, but I've got her a car and put her in her apartment. She did that for me. All she did was party and party. She was at the University of Maryland in Eastern Shore.
Okay, you
Uh,
mess.
Right.
had to uh, bring her back up here because it was a waste of money, you know.
Understood. Yeah,
Yeah. So the
that
boys,
happens.
I talked to them about them, but I didn't get them an incentive to go buying them a car. No, um, I made them both get their own cars, but I did help them financially, in terms
Mm-hmm.
of the first few months, the payments, so they could have a little. It wouldn't be too much on them at one time, but no, that was a mistake. I tell people, if your kids really don't want to go, I told her, you don't have a choice. You're going to college, and no, all she did was party and party. So the second son, he didn't have a problem. He wanted to go, but he knew about the partying and he saw what happened. It didn't work out too well for his sister. So he went on to school and he did pretty well. He's doing pretty well. And then I have my baby. The, I got two boys and a girl. But no, that was a mistake trying to force her to go to school. No, but I still love her. I still thought that she should, being that both my husband and I were both the first ones in both of our families to go to college. He went to Howard, and see, I expected him to push my daughter more. He didn't. He was right when he told me. He said, you can't make her go to school. All you can do is set her up. You can't make her. I said, no, she going to college. And she
Mm-hmm.
did. All she did was party. So when I asked her, I said, I'm not going to waste any money. Somebody else could be getting the scholarship. Do you want to go to school? And
Okay.
she said, no. I said, well, what are you going to do? She said, I want to be a firewoman. I say, a what? And she went through it, but I think her asthma kind of held her up. She went through the written part with no problem, but she had problems. She had to carry her weight on her back in terms of the oxygen tank and everything
Okay.
else. It had to be equivalent or more than her weight, and she couldn't do it. Because she was a little petite thing. So,
Mm.
and then finally, I told her, I said, you got to get a skill. Okay, if you don't go to college, but get a skill, something that you will have a say so in terms of what you're doing. And they opened up this factory up here where they making chips. Biden had came up here. Um, and so she's making good money and she's not uh, and she didn't go to college. I wasn't thinking about that. They train you have to work with them for so many years, but since they're training you free of charge, I said, oh no, that's great. When she told me about it,
Mm-hmm.
nah. So, and she said it's up there by you because she's still down in the DC area and I'm Midwest. So, but I go home. In fact, I'm actually, I still call it home. I'm going home in about 2 weeks. I go home a lot. I was supposed to go home when they had that last airplane crash, and I said, I don't know, maybe I need to sit my butt down for a minute, you know.
Mm.
But then I said, no, I can't live my life being afraid. So uh, I'm going on because I'm not getting any younger. So I'm going home. Yeah.
But yeah, listen, everything isn't for everyone. However, I will say if a person I really think that once you introduce the children at a young age to college, it does a little different. And I'm not saying don't wait till high school,
Oh
but
no.
when I was when but if you can try to introduce college to them when they're young.
We started talking about college with her when seriously when middle school, in the 8th grade, because that's when we started looking at uh, uh, looking at what she wanted to do, because we knew we knew she was going to college because mom said she was going to college, but I did things different with the other one. You know, I still
Mhm.
talked to them early, but I didn't force it. It wasn't like I was forcing it on them. I made them believe they were getting it was their option, and it really wasn't.
Right, there you go. There you
Yeah,
go. See?
but I had them thinking. He said, "I'm so glad I decided to go to college, Mom, and get that out the way." I said, "I'm so glad you did decide to make that decision." Yeah. So my sister laughed at me every day. She said, they really think they smarter than us. We're talking about our girls because she got a daughter 2 years younger.
Okay.
But her daughter, she got her master's. She went to University UV. Is it UVA? University of Virginia. Something. It's a big college down in Virginia. I went down there for her graduation. Uh, yeah, I wanted to see her graduate, even though I had broke a bone on on my foot, and I went there. I was dressed up, but I bought a nice bedroom slippers, and that's what I wore. End up with when I got back, it was a broken bone. I forgot about that. I was thinking this was my first broken bone, the one I got broke now. But yeah, my baby son is. He was saying it was too late. He think it's too late to go to college if you don't go right behind high school. I said no. I was out of school 2 years before I went to college. I don't think it hurt.
Yeah, that's definitely not true.
Right.
I have a coworker now who's in her 60s and she's going to college. She's getting ready to
See,
go.
I
She just
told
started.
him.
So, it's never first of all, education is forever. Okay. And I love people who are lifelong learners. Like, I'm going back and I am taking up a course with this lady in reference to floral and plant arrangements and things of that nature, because interestingly enough, deep down inside, when I was younger and my grandma passed away and they had that nice beautiful thing, that floral arrangement on top of her
The
casket,
spread on top of the
that
casket.
spread, there you
Yeah.
go, the spread. I
Yeah.
always said, um, somebody, I always said that I wanted to make those because I knew my grandmother was loving that spread. And the lady who made it, I'll never forget. I was standing there. I was 10 years old, and it was old school sister, old school. They made that, they did that, and she did it with such precision. And these flowers were on this side and these flowers were on the other side, and it, it was just uh, amazing. And
Yeah.
that stuck in my head. And now at 55, I'm going to go because I know I want to make those. That's I don't who knows
That
what
would
it
be
can
nice. And that's something you
who
can do. Say
yes, with
like,
my
bam.
hands. Because my mom always said if an administration comes in and they don't value your brain, well then you better know how to do something with your hands. And
That's
daggone it,
right.
I am going to do this. And with flower arrangements, if I'm not mistaken, there's somebody that passes away every single daggone day. So
Oh, I'm probably more.
m-
And I
of
think
of
one
course,
every
of
day
course.
one of them pass away from addiction, because
So,
I had,
there are many. When I say somebody, I'm saying that one of the oldest professions in the book is
oh,
there's a
yeah,
business that is attached to it,
yes,
and that somebody's gonna buy a flower or a plant or an
yep,
arrangement, and
that's
or
true.
it's, onto the grave sites, or to have at the repast, or to have at the funeral, or just to have in the house. So we need to have our black people that are doing that. So I said, wow, now you can't look at this guy. He just answers prayers, and in his time, no, see, it's in his time. And so
Yeah,
I'm just grateful that regardless that I'm still alive and I'm still healthy, mentally in my right capacity in which to appreciate the blessings, even though it came a little later.
right.
It came on time for me. But
Yeah,
it
say
just came.
it was
It came.
still right on time.
You daggone right. And the sister that's doing it, she fine as I don't know what. Y'all know I'm probably like I'm in heaven. Like
Yes.
she is amazing. She is
So
the
are you gonna?
she's so
Do
professional.
you plan on like doing working with her occasionally, like to
Yes,
teach?
yes, and I'm planning on doing like when we have arrangements and doing things. I was planning on videotaping it and doing it, putting it out there. Hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Ronnie Q, um, and Jill Arts and Craft.
Oh yeah,
They,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I'm
they make
familiar.
stuff. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
the greatest. I mean, they're
Yes,
and,
they are
and
good.
just read my book in DC and
Did Just Read My Book really write a book, or she just came up with that?
um maybe
I've
she has
always
written a
wondered.
book. I
I'm
don't
asking
know. I
because I think she's
look,
the one that stayed with Dovey. Oh, or Dovey stayed with her. I
yeah,
don't
Dovey
know.
stayed with her. But
Yeah.
the Green Vegan and DC Kool-Aid and all of them,
Yes, I
they
seen
get
her and she
together. I
fine.
love it. I love
Um,
what they're doing, and I
DC
think
Kool Aid.
DC
I
Kool-Aid.
yes. I was wondering if she really from DC area or is that her initials? Because you can never tell, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I don't know.
But
I
I think
mean,
she
I know
DMV.
that I like what they're doing,
Yes.
and not only just that's the arts and crafts of it. And when I found this sister, and she was willing to teach me about the floral arrangements and doing the spreads and doing this and doing that, for Easter, doing corsages. She has some. I have a couple of schools.
Yes.
They're doing, of course, they need corsages and things of that nature. This is going to be the bizom.kizom. I am excited.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. You got Easter, you got Mother's Day coming up,
Weddings.
you have Father's Day coming up. She also makes sure that she delivers.
Wait a minute. Do
So
you give fathers? I don't give fathers flowers. Do you?
yeah, I give my plants. I know a lot of
Oh,
black men
yes.
that love plants,
Yes,
and
they do.
and they'll
Yes.
do a nice floral arrangement. All depends on if it's for Father's Day and they go into church and things of that nature. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck
And it's
yeah, ain't nothing wrong
personal.
with that.
It's
Nothing wrong
personal,
with it.
like for your
Nothing at
dad.
all.
Your parents are still alive?
My mother is.
Okay, well that's a blessing.
But
If
see, my
yes,
father, his thing is we would give him I'm gonna do something for Morehouse, so I have a particular thing that this lady is gonna make up, because he's a graduate. He was a graduate of Morehouse. He was so I am going to make an M with the nice dark red, the color of Morehouse, red and white, you know that color scheme kind of thing.
yeah, that's a pretty
Absolutely.
color. That
Either that
color.
or carnations. It all depends. It all depends on what she tells me. So whatever she tells me, but it's gonna be an M shape, and I'm gonna put that on my father's grave.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always something. People. You have men that are in the Masons. They're in various benevolent societies, and they're in fraternities, and they're in professional organizations and things of that nature. Heck yeah, they should get something.
Yeah.
Go get something nice, and on and on and on, and make them look like distinguished men instead of hood rat niggas. Because don't nobody
Right.
want to be around no hood rat motherfucking nigga all the time.
No. No. But the hood I grew up in is no longer the hood. 'Cause I grew up on Capitol Hill. Back
That's
then,
different. It was different back then, though.
completely different. Yeah.
So these
But
things that these people talk about dummy down, they're just disgusting.
I know. I mean, it really is. But one thing I'm proud of, we have three males. No, one, two, three. Yeah, three males and four girls. Three of the girls got their masters, and one just got her bachelor's, and two of the boys got their master. I was so shocked because the boy, one of the boys that went to school and got his master's was a hood rat, and I didn't. We didn't. Everybody was shocked, but his best friend getting shot to death in front of him changed his life.
Oh wow.
He left for a while. He left D.C., went down south, stayed down in South Carolina for a while. I mean, they had been friends since they were in the kindergarten. They're more like brothers. And that's when he decided that he wanted to do something else with his life. So he got in. He went told his mom bring him clothes. He didn't even want to come back to D.C. till after he graduated. He ended up coming back before because his grandma got sick. But um,
Okay.
yeah, I'm so proud to see the black males going to college because we've been going, women, you know.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's just it wasn't as many men, but now I'm proud. I'm proud. But with this stuff going on, yeah, and then I'm not gonna hold you up, and I know I talk too much. What do you? But I said I wanted to ask somebody intelligent. Why are they not impeaching Donald Trump? If it don't work the first time, they can do it again the second time, they can do it the third time. Why are they not
Mhm.
doing it? Do you think it's because it didn't work before?
I have not a clue. I don't
Wouldn't it make
meddle in.
sense?
I
You,
don't have a clue.
oh, yes. I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
thinking of these kids that
I'm
these
sure
kids
that
that
there
got
are many.
autism. Huh?
I'm sure that there are many reasons for a lot of different things, and so I let God take care of the municipalities in that
Yeah.
particular area. Let render unto Caesar, and let God handle that. The governments and the municipalities that control those particular authorities. I have a control over a particular authority, and then therefore I govern myself accordingly. And
Yeah.
I could I what I do is I'm proactive and solution driven, and when they think that they're coming up with stuff that's going to keep us behind or keep us ahead in the negative or keep us in a particular head space, that's when people like myself and others we think of ways in which that we can make sure our children don't get caught up in the foolala, and that they don't lose
Yes.
hope, and that they don't lose hope, and that they can continue to live on and have their peace of mind. What
But
they're
see,
doing as far as government, I don't give a damn. Fuck them.
but I'm afraid for those kids. Look at the kids that
Don't
got
be afraid for
autism.
the kids.
The
Just do for
mothers
the
don't have
kids.
no money to pay for them
Just
to
do.
go.
Just do. It ain't got. A lot of people's mamas don't have money to do X, Y, and Z, but they still get it done. There's
Yes,
other
I
ways
did
in
because
which
I
to
didn't have
get
my
things.
parents didn't have the money.
There's
That's
many
true.
other ways in which to get things done, and so that's why we have to be in that forethought of making sure that we find those ways.
You know what? Okay, and I'm going to
Yeah.
help her.
Let
I'm
Donald
gonna call
Trump
and
and
see
the
what.
rest of them, Alana and the rest of them, Elon, all of them, let them get handled from municipality of that is totally different than what I can do for them.
Yeah, I know it came, but I just think because my son had special needs, and it ended up being, and they tested him. They said they can't, they couldn't come up with a reason why he wasn't talking. He stopped talking in 7 months, didn't talk again till he was about 4.5, and then he started talking too much. That's the one that went to college and all. I mean, he's and even today, I had no idea he just stopped talking. I
Mhm.
what's the name of did that too? What's her name? Maya Angelou.
Okay.
Yeah, she stopped talking
Yeah,
for
she did.
for
Right.
a certain amount of time. And then these two black sisters over in Germany, they stopped
Yeah.
talking. They put them in the mental institute. But I don't know. I mean, they assume, well, it's probably autism, but they couldn't tell me. Now that boy talks so much, I always say, and I said, Brad,
Hmm.
stop talking to mama, please. Let me rest. But
Let you know.
I love
But
him.
again, he'll and all of them will find, maybe not always, but God will help you find a way. And so, I
Yeah,
don't
and
give
I'm gonna
I
help
don't give
too,
I don't I
cause
don't give
I'm
up my power to nobody.
with my
Nothing.
ankle being broke, I can't do much of anything. So, um, except go to the bathroom and all. But I can make calls on Monday and
Hmm.
see about. I mean, because they probably got grants. I ain't talking about the government. Start looking at some grants for kids with special needs.
There you go. You just check into it. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, it got to
But
be. I
listen,
just have
I'm
to
gonna
find out.
go. I know
All
Queen.
right, girl. As
Yeah,
usual, I love talking to you. I know you probably say I talk too much, and I do, but I enjoy talking to you so much. Um,
thank you. I enjoy talking to you.
Stimulates
You
my
all.
mind. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I
Well,
totally enjoy talking to you all, and I just hope that everybody, gets their recompense as they need and see fit. That's the
yeah.
bottom line. Anyway, Queen Tulsa, I know she's having her night time right now, so Queen Tulsa,
Oh,
love you and appreciate you. And Mama Fifi, thanks for talking to me, and Dory,
likewise.
have a
Thank
great
you,
day.
TC. I really
All
do
right,
appreciate it.
all
All
right, now
right.
y'all have a good one.
Okay. Take care.
Peace.
Bye bye. Tulsa, you sleep? Yeah, I guess you are. So.